Cruise news time, and we got shocking news coming from Royal Caribbean. Their newest cruise ship gonna be delayed. Also, we've got some concern from fishermen at a very popular cruise port that they're being pushed out by cruisers, and there's a cruise secret I didn't even know about that's been revealed. And I don't even know if it's true, but yeah, this one's interesting. Shocking cruise secret revealed on today's episode. Cruise news and my views. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Lido, Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views. I'm going to take it, I'm going to move it around. It's for your face. For your face on Thursday, the 29th of February, 2024. It's the wacky extra day. It's Leap Day. Happy birthday to anybody who's, this is like only my second Leap Day as a YouTuber. I don't even know if I made a video on the last Leap Day. That's why I'm making a video today, just so I can know for sure that on my next Leap Day heaven forbid, I don't get another Leap Day. I got a pile of cruise news. Dude, if you're a salary employee, are you getting paid for this day, or are you just getting ripped off by the man? I don't know. Cruise news story number one, a big shocker at Royal Caribbean announces the delay of one of their newest cruise ships, the next iteration of the Icon of the Seas, the Star of the Seas. It's not even due for another year, and they have already delayed the maiden voyage, the inaugural voyage of that sailing, canceling 2 weeks worth of cruises. So they're just, hey, I booked Star of the Seas. It's coming in like August of next year. I'm so excited. Let me check my email. What? Cancelated. Look, I appreciate the fact that they're doing this. The project managers are out there. They're looking. They're doing their little, weekly report outs to the higher ups, and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna be ready. And at least, the higher ups took that information and went ahead and canceled these cruises, so that people that are booked a full year out are not going to be surprised just a few weeks before the cruise. I'm looking at you, Princess Cruises. It's 6 of one, half dozen of another. Is it better to try to get the thing ready and then cancel when you don't get it ready? Or is it better to say, well, we're not going to be ready. We know a year in advance we're not going to be. Let's just cancel, and then people can rearrange their plans. They're doing all the stuff that Royal does. They're giving other options, all that kind of stuff. If the minutia is out there, if you want to get into it, but the high level idea is that they've canceled this with a lot of notice for people that are booked on the cruise. Opposed to maybe, pushing it. What do you think the better philosophy is? Do you think it's better to try to keep those original bookings and, work as hard as you can to get the cruise ship ready, and then when you don't make it, just say you're sorry, now you're canceled? Or is it better to, be cautious and say, we may not be ready, let's go ahead and cancel, and then people can change their plans? Since it's the 29th, I'll say it's better that they canceled. But if it was the 28th, I'd say it would have been better to not cancel. But what do you think? Leave a comment below. Cruise news story number two is about a set of special cruisers. And well, guess what? Today is their day. I can't even figure out which cruise ship this is on, but there's an article out there talking about a set of Leaplings. This is a name they've given themselves, Leaplings, who now go on a cruise together every 4 years. These are people who celebrate their birthdays on leap year day or anniversaries, those kind of things. Somehow they all found each other on a Facebook group 4 years ago. I think 78 of them went on a cruise together. And now there's another, set of 70 plus on a cruise together, experiencing, February the 29th, Leap Day. The Leaplings have gathered, and they're happy about their uniqueness. I'm just making up words today, their uniqueness about being Leaplings, and what a feel-good story. So, it's a nice example that you're going to find somebody inside this cruising space that has those same even sub-niche interests as you. There was just a Kevin Smith cruise. There's a knitting cruise. There's a Comic-Con cruise. There's a poker players cruise. There's a cruise for people who love the 29th of February, the Leaplings. So congratulations, happy birthday to all of those people. And just a reminder to the broader audience that cruising's enough, baby, that you can find your people inside of that cruise life. And I feel like we're all each other's people. And so glad you're here. Happy Leap Day, non-Leaplings. We're just like the Muggles in the Harry Potter universe. We're just people with regular annual birthdays. How about that? Cruise news story number 3, also a feel-good, warm the heart kind of story. Carnival Cruise Line been talking up their new private island experience on Grand Bahama Island called Celebration Key. And that area is going to have a bunch of different zones. And one of the zones is going to be a local Bahamian artisan zone. And they're having a contest so that somebody from the Bahamas can actually give a name to the artisan zone. Contest comes with a $5,000 prize. Now, just being able to produce a name is not the only thing you need to do to enter this contest. There will be a website that you go to enter. You have to provide a 200 to 300 word, explanation of why you like the name. You also have to follow some of Carnival Cruise Line social media, all those kind of things. Terms and conditions apply. But really a cool way, I think, for people there in the Bahamas to have a little bit of ownership. They are partnering with the Bahamian government Carnival to put this thing in place. And so it's nice to see how they are bringing in some of the locals, the local flavor, not only in that artisan village, but also the name. So, if you're in the Bahamas and you're listening to this and you got a great idea, make sure you get your entry in. I guess we can do it for fun. What do you think they should call the artisan village there in Celebration Key if you were the person to name it? That would be a good comment to leave below. Tony from the edit here. Look, I must have set up too close to this light because this thing's hunting for focus like crazy. So sorry if I keep going out of focus. I was very focused in my delivery today, but apparently this light pulls focus too. So, okay. Just so you know that I know, so you don't have to worry that you know that I don't know, but I know that you know. I know that you know that maybe I don't know, but I just want to let you know that I do know that you know and I know. But now we'll go back to the news. How about that? Cruise news story number 4 is an interesting story that kind of shines a light on some of the challenges of the growth of the cruise industry. We have a marina that has had a lease in Port Canaveral for the past 50 years, being told that when their lease comes up for renewal in 2026, that the port will not be renewing that marina's lease. And there's no mystery as to why they're not renewing this lease. The leadership over at Port Canaveral said, hey, we got to make room for the cruise terminals. Fortunately, there is a plan in place to relocate those marina berths to another part of Port Canaveral. On the other side of Port Canaveral, this marina houses commercial fishermen and other boat owners. And so it only makes sense that the people that are not getting their lease renewed are a little concerned that they are being deprioritized. And maybe that's the case. Again, the port's been very clear that, hey, we're going to move you so that we can make more room for the cruise terminal. But they are also making promises that they're not trying to do away with commercial fishermen at Port Canaveral. They're just trying to get organized in a better way. So, there's, not skepticism, but there's caution, I guess, on the side of the fishermen there, kind of a wait and see kind of thing. But I don't know, Port Canaveral's been growing, seemingly operating above board. No reason to think that they wouldn't keep what they're saying. So it'll be interesting to see what happens as it goes forward. As this lease expires in 2026, what happens to these fishing vessels. But Yeah, sometimes you got to make way for the horse that's running the fastest, right? Like, poor Canaveral continues to grow on the back of their cruising business. And so it really would make sense from a leadership perspective to, not try to optimize and continue to grow that cruise business. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But yeah. We'll follow along. Now, I got to tell you about something exclusive that I've read regarding Royal Caribbean. And then I got to tell you about a cruise secret that was even unbeknownst to me as existing that has been revealed recently that's kind of fantastical. I'll leave it at that. But before I do that, let me ask you a question. Do you like staying up to date with everything going on in cruising? Or, okay, better. Do you like staying up to date with everything going on in cruising? Carousing? Well, if the answer is yes, you can stay the most up to date by subscribing to this YouTube channel right here, Lido, Loca, hitting that little notification bell with always notify. And even though YouTube doesn't always notify, that's the best shot that you got. So I say, hey man, nice shot, man. Subscribe, notification bell. And then hopefully you'll be able to stay in the know like the squad leaders and the rest of the notification squad out there. A big shout out to them and a big thank you in advance to you. Okay, I just read about something exclusive, an exclusive scoop that was given to our friend Matt over at Royal Caribbean blog. He was talking to somebody over there. I'm sure I can dig out the name. Matt's got contacts. I'm trying not to brag too much on Matt, but he's got contacts over there. And one of the big concerns with Royal Caribbean is they got these two dining times. They got an early dining time and a late dining time. Sometimes that works out great for everybody. Sometimes it doesn't. And I guess there's been enough conversation and pushback on it that Royal has been experimenting with 3 dining times at night. Kind of an early time, a middle time, and a late time. And apparently, based on the scoop over there at Royal Caribbean blog, is they've already been testing it out on Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas, and the feedback that they've gotten is good. Now, the nice thing about this third dining time is that they can make it variable based on what's going on the cruise ship and the sailing, that kind of thing. So I just laid out there. I don't know if you're somebody who cruises on Royal Caribbean that gets challenged sometimes with the main dining room dining times, but if you are, it does sound like relief is on the way. Have you seen this on any of your Royal cruises? Is this a change that you would like? Would you like to see it if you're on other cruise lines? Leave a comment below. Now, do you know the name Dara Star Tucker? Dara Star Tucker is an ex-cruise ship entertainer who is now a TikToker, and she's garnering a lot of attention recently because she revealed a secret that I think many of us did not know about. So let me ask you this question. Do you know why cruise ships have ice cream parties? And I guess the follow-up question is, have you ever seen a cruise ship ice cream party? I don't even know if I've seen a cruise ship ice cream party. Well, according to, I'm about to spill the tea. According to Dara Star Tucker, the reason that cruise ships have ice cream parties is because they want to clear out the refrigerators, the freezers that hold, I guess, the ice cream. Got to clear them out for dead bodies. I guess, like, is there that great? I mean, is ice cream the thing that's taking up dead body space in freezers on cruise ships? I would think maybe it would be like steaks or something else. But that's the scuttlebutt. That's the hubbub bub. Ice cream parties equals we need room for dead bodies. I'd never heard that. Do you believe it? What do you think? Leave a comment below. Boom, that is your cruise news. Thank you so much for checking out this episode today. If you liked it, do me a solid, hit that like button. This is Tony for Lido, Loca, and until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.